What's up? I'm back with another pixel art tutorial, part of my Blastoise pixel art tutorial series. Now, where we last left off, we finished the entire outlining, and we're going to continue on with the outlining. So, we're going to go ahead and finish some of the outlining in the pixel art itself by going over to the left side. I'm going to go over to these three blocks that are going horizontal right here. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It's like around the center, more like. So it should be like sort of right above the center block, except like 3 blocks over to the left side of the center block or something. So let's go ahead and get rid of the markers for this entire left side, except for like the top ones. We're not gonna get rid of the top. We're only gonna get rid of the ones that are in the bottom left corner here. So we're gonna get rid of only these. These you keep because we're not gonna be focusing on them for today, or for this tutorial part. So we're going to go ahead and go over to these 3 here. We're going to go ahead and continue from here by placing 3 blocks on horizontal, hold the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And then place 3 sets of 2s going horizontal, hold the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. There's 3 sets of 2s. And then 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1 and 2. There's 2 blocks. And so on top of this block right here, we're going to be placing 1 block on top. That's 1. And put an extra 2 blocks to the right, and an extra 2 blocks to the left, just like this. So in total, that should be 5 blocks going horizontal. Alright, starting for the left block here, we're going to be placing 4 blocks going horizontal, upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place 3 blocks going horizontal, upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 blocks. And then 2 sets of 2s going horizontal, upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. It's 2 sets of 2s. And starting on the left block at the first set of 2 sets of 2s here, starting from here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going down to the left. That's 1. And then 2 blocks going down to the left again. That's 1, 2. And then place 8 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 blocks. Let's get rid of all the placing blocks. Alright, now place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And for the lowest part of this knee, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And we're going to bring it back up by placing 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2. And for the moment of truth, place 3 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, and 3. Should be in contact with the 1 block that's hanging out from the 10 or 11 blocks I had you placed in the previous part, so it should look like this. Alright, so now that you've done that, we're going to go over to these 7 here I had you placed right next to these, I believe, 11 or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, yeah, 10. So if we go to these 10, we're going to go over to these 7 here. They're going horizontal from the bottom block of the 10 here. So let's go over to these 7. On the right block, place 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. There's 2 sets of 2s. And then 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to right. That's 1, 2, 3. And for the left block of the 3 here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 1, 2. And to finish this off, place 3 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, and 3. There's 2 blocks. And it should look like this. So it should be making contact with the 6 blocks there that are going horizontal. So it should look like that. Alright, let's go back to the 3 here. Let's see, except on the right block, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going diagonal down to right. That's 1 and 2. Alright, and then to finish this off, place 2 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2. It should be in contact with the top block of those 3 blocks there. It should look like this. Alright, let's go back to the 2 sets of 2s I had to place. Let's go back to the second set this time. We're going to be placing 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. And then 2 blocks going horizontal upper level to the left. That's 1, 2. And then place 9 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 blocks. Let's go over all the placing blocks. Alright, now place 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left to cut this off. So that's 1 and 2. It should look like this. Should be in contact with the total 7 blocks that are going diagonal, so it should look like this. Alright, so on top of the left block, these 2 blocks here that we just created, we're going to be placing 1 block on top. That's 1. And place 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And from the top block of the top block of these 2 blocks here on the right side, place 1 block. So that's 1. All right, we're gonna go ahead and mark that block right there because we're not gonna work on it right now. Same thing with the top block of these 2 blocks here. So do that now. All right. From the top block of these 2 blocks here though, that are going up to the left. All right, from here we're gonna be placing 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1 and 2. Screw these. And then 2 sets of 2s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then 2 sets of 3s going up to the left. That's 2 sets of 3s. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. And then 7 blocks, I believe. Actually, no, it's 8 blocks, actually. 8 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. I was miscounting there. So, alright. Going from the 7th block of the 8th blocks here, on the left side, we're going to be placing 1 block to the left side of it. That's 1. And to finish this off, place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And it should look like this. So it should be making contact with the connected 3 blocks there I had you place. And that would be the previous part. So it should look like this. Alright, so now that you've done that, we're going to go over to the right side. I think. We're going to go over to the right side. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to mark the top block of the 8 here. I had just placed, so go and do that now. Mark the top block of the 8 there. Because we're not going to work on it for now. And we're going to go over to the right side. We're going to go over to these markers here. We're going to go ahead and get rid of all these markers here. We're going to just get rid of every single one of these markers here. We're going to do that real quick. So let's go ahead and get rid of all these markers in the bottom right corner. I think same thing with the these other ones. Basically, the entire right side. Just basically I'll get rid of all these markers here on the right side of the pixel art. So we can go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and get rid of all these markers here. It's taking a while, but it's fine. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, I've basically gotten rid of every single one of them. All right. Actually, except for this one. We're not gonna work on it for right now. Actually, yeah, we are a little bit, just for a little bit. Okay. I think we're starting at the top. Or no, I think we're gonna start at the bottom, and then work on our way up. So let's go and go over to these, to this block that's hanging out from the top of the right block of these 5 here. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It's around this. It's around the where we started in the first, in this part, beginning of this part. So we're gonna start from the top block. We're gonna be placing 2 sets of 2s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And place 3 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And from the middle block of the 3 here, we're going to be placing 7 blocks going diagonal down to right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 blocks going diagonal. So all the placing blocks. Alright, from the top block of the 3 here, same thing. We're going to be placing a connected 2 blocks going up to the left this time. That's 1, 2. And then 3 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And then from the bottom block of these 3 blocks, we're going to be placing 2 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2. And to finish this off, and or to cut this off, we're going to be placing, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm going to make sure. Alright, 17. So we're going to be placing 17 blocks on horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 17. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought I could miscount there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And it's 17 blocks, so let's get the placing block there. And it should be in contact with the right block of the 5 there I had you place at the very beginning of the story part, so it should look like this. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the top block of the 3 here. From here, we're going to be placing 4 blocks up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to be placing, what is this, 9 blocks? I want to say. Yeah, we're going to be placing 9 blocks up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, and we're going to bring it back up to the right by placing 4 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place a connected 4 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And place a double connected 3 blocks up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then a connected 4 sets of 2s up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. That's 4 sets. That's a connected 4 sets of 2s, so it should look like this. Everything's connected. Everything is connected, by the way. All right. Now place a 2 by 2 box horizontal on the upper level to right. That's 1, 2, and 1, 2, just like that. Make sure it's connected. Again. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Make another 2x2 box going up to the right, connected. Alright, from the bottom block of these 2 blocks here, on the right side, place 2 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2. And then starting on the top, on the right block of these 2 blocks here, we're going to be placing 1 block on top. So that's 1. And it should look like it's all fly back, as you can see that everything should be looking like this so far. Alright. So we're going to do a little, we're going to do a few things before we continue on with that. So we're going to go over to the, we're going to go back to the 4 blocks I had you place right after the 9 blocks here. We're going to go over to the second to last block, the left side, the 3rd block. We're going to be placing 3 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. We're going to go ahead and mark that for right now. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the connected 4 blocks on up to the right. I had you place from these regular 4 here. We're going to go over to the second to last block, and then again, on the left side again, we're going to be placing 2 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2. And place a connected 2 sets of 4s going horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. That's 2 sets of 4s that are both connected. Alright. Once you've done that, we're going to mark that as well. We're going to mark that as well. So let's go ahead and go back up to the top here with this block that's hanging out on top of the right block of these 2 blocks here. They're going horizontal from these 2 blocks here. So let's go back to the bottom block. Actually, no, this block right here. We're going to be placing 4 blocks up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And from the top block of the 4 here, we're going to be placing an additional 5 blocks to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the right side of the top block of the 4, we're going to be placing 2 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2. It should look like this. Alright, we're going to mark the left block of the in total 8 blocks here. So let's go and do that now. Mark the left block. Alright, let's go back to the right block of the 8. From here, we're going to be placing 5 blocks going horizontal upper level to right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now place 2 sets of 2s. Actually, no, 3 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to right. That's 3 sets of 2s. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2. If I can do it. 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. And on top of the right block of the last set of the 3 sets of 2s, we'll be putting 1 block on top and 1 below it. Just like that. Alright. Let's go ahead and mark from the bottom block this time, for right now. We're going to be placing 5 blocks lying diagonal down to right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 5 blocks. Alright, now place 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And place 7 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's 7 blocks going diagonal. Let's grab all these spacing blocks. And place 2 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going down to the right. That's 1. And then we're going to go ahead and repeat this exact pattern right here I just highlighted. We're going to do that 2 more times. So or basically just twice. That's 1, 2, and 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 2. So that's 2 more of those. Alright. Now, to finish this off, we're going to be placing 3 sets of 2s going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. It should be in contact with the connected 3 blocks I had you place going up to the left from the, I believe, 7 here. That are going horizontal. So it should look like this. At least everything should be looking like this so far. Alright. Now, let's work from the bottom block of the 7 here. Alright, for the bottom block here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks swinging down to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 4 blocks swinging diagonal down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 4 blocks. And then 2 blocks swinging horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And so underneath the left block of these 2 here, on the left block, we're going to be placing 5 blocks swinging down. To finish this off, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be in contact with the top block. There's 3 blocks here, so it should look like this. Alright, it should cut off that part out anyways off. Alright, from the left block of the 2 again, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 sets of 2s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And place 5 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's scared of all the placement blocks. Alright, underneath the 5th block that's going diagonal, we're going to be placing an additional 3 blocks underneath it. That's 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's go back to 5 blocks for right now. That are going diagonal. We're going to be placing 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. And then 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1 and 2. And then 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 7 blocks, actually no, 8 blocks going diagonal up to left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's 8 blocks going diagonal. Let's go for all the placement blocks. Alright, let's get back up. And place 3 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's 3 sets of 2s. Alright, and now place 2 blocks. Now place 2 blocks going diagonal up to left. That's 1 and 2. And to finish this off, place 2 blocks going up to left. That's 1, 2. It should be in contact with the 2 blocks that are hanging out from the bottom block, these 2 blocks here, or the 2 by 2 blocks. So it should look like this. Or at least everything should be looking like this. Alright, so now that you've made contact with that, we're going to go over to the 3 blocks I had you place underneath the 5th block that's going diagonal here. Shouldn't be too hard to find. It's the right side of this entire area here. Alright, for the bottom block here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going down to left. That's 1, 2. And then 5 blocks going diagonal down to left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 5 blocks. And then 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 1, 2. And then 2 blocks going diagonal down to left. That's 1 and 2. And then 5 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. And we're going to bring it back up a little bit by placing 5 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to finish this off, place 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to left. That's 1, 2. It should be in contact with those 7 blocks that are going diagonal down to right for the middle block of those 3 blocks. So it should look like this. Alright. Now that you've done that, we're going to go over to the 2 blocks I had you place. It's in the very bottom of this area, this bottom area here. And let's go over to these 2 blocks here on the left side. We're going to go over to the top block here. It's like any of these 3 blocks here that are going horizontal. So up to the right, there's 2 blocks here. We're going to be placing from here 5 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 5 blocks. And then place 2 blocks going horizontal upper level to the right. That's 1, 2. And 4 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. And to finish this off, we're going to be placing 6 blocks going diagonal down to right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It should be making contact with the other side of the area, so it should look like this. So basically the 3 blocks there, so it should look like this. Alright, so now we're done with that. Now that we've done that, I should say, I'm going to go over to the top here. We're going to go back to these 3 blocks here. Actually, no, there's technically 3 sets of 2s. We're going to go back to the top block I had to place on top of the right block, these 2 blocks here. This shouldn't be too hard to find. It's the 3 sets of 2s that should make a T-shape of the 3rd set. Alright, from here, we're going to be placing, let's see, 3 blocks going diagonal up to right. That's 1, 2, and 3. Let's go these. And place 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to right. That's 1, 2, 3. And it's on the top of the middle block. We're going to be placing 1 block. That's 1. And from the middle block, we're going to be from the top block, from the block that I had to just place, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. And don't get rid of the placement block here. We're going to be placing 2 blocks to the right of the placement blocks. That's 1, 2. It should look like this. Basically, we're just placing 2 blocks going up and 2 blocks to the right of it. So it should look like this. Nice, go to the placement block and replace that with a black concrete. So it should look like this. Alright, from the top 2 here, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going diagonal up to the right. That's 1 and 2. So it should look like that. Alright, now place 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. And then 2 sets of 2s going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then we're going to be placing a double connected 5 blocks going up to the right. That's a double connected 5. So basically starting from the right side of the bottom block, these 2 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it should look like this. Alright. Now from the 4th block on the right side, place 2 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2. So it should look like this. Alright, from the bottom block of 5 this time, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And from the middle block of the 3, we're going to put 2 blocks to the right. That's 1, 2. And from the bottom block of the 3 again, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2. And then we're going to be placing 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And to finish this off, place 3 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to left. That's 1, 2, 3. It should be in contact with those 2 blocks there. How'd you place? And it should look like this. Alright, so real quickly, we're going to go ahead and fill this empty space here. I just had you make, I had you just create the black concrete. So I'm going to do that now. Fill this in with black concrete, so you don't have to do it later on. Alright, once you've done that, it should look like that. Now we're going to go ahead and go over to the 3 here that is sticking out on the right side, on the very right side here. We're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s going horizontal upper level to right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then 3 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then another 2 sets of 2s going horizontal on the upper level to right. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. And to finish this off, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. It should look like this. It should be in contact with the bottom block of these 2 blocks there, so it will look like that. Alright, from the bottom block of these 2 blocks that we just created, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. Alright, now place 4 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To finish this off, and it should look like this. It should be in contact with the top block of the 6 or 7 I should place in the beginning of this tutorial series so far. So it should look like this. Alright, now that that's done, we're going to go to these 2 blocks that are sticking out on the right side here. These 3 blocks here I had you place. Basically, it looks like a T shape. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It's not too much farther than over there. So from here, we're going to be placing. There's going to be a lot. Well, not a lot, but you know. This is 7 sets of 2s. It looks like. Yeah, 7 sets of 2s. Place 7 sets of 2s going horizontal upper level direct. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, and 1, 2, 7. That's 7 sets of 2s. Just get rid of all the placement blocks. If I can not get rid of all the black concrete, so it should look like this. Alright, it basically closes off again. Alright, from these 2 here, we're going to be placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to be placing 8 blocks, so 8 sets of 2s on horizontal upper level to right. So another 8. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 7, and 1, 2, 8. That's 8 sets of 2s. Let's grab all the placement blocks. Alright. Now, starting on top of the right block of the first set of the 8 sets of 2s here, on top, place 2 blocks on top. That's 1, 2. And then from there, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And before we continue on there, we're going to go over to the 5 blocks I had to place, the double connected 5. We're going to go back to the top block. We're going to be placing 8 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to make sure this is 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Alright. Alright, now place 2 sets of 3s going up to left. We're switching sides now, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. And then place a connected 2 blocks going up to left. That's 1, 2. And then 2 blocks going up to left. That's 1, 2. Regular connected. No, not regular connected. A regular connected. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, for the top block, these 2 blocks here, the basically second set here, we're going to go to the right block, right side of the top block. We're placing 1 block to the right, that's 1. And before I continue there, we're going to go over to the 2 blocks here, again, the regular connected. We're going to be placing 5 blocks going diagonal up to left, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's good, replace some blocks. Alright, now place 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2. And then place 5 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 blocks. Now from the second block, the left side, place 2 blocks going up. That's 1, 2. And then 3 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And from the middle block of these 3 blocks, we're going to put 1 to the right. So it should look like this. Alright. Now from the top block of these 3 here, we're going to be placing an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to be placing an additional 4 sets of 3s up to the left. So an additional 4 sets of 3s. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 sets of 3s. I get it. Alright, now place 4 blocks up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then two sets of 4s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 2. That's 2 sets of 3s. And then from the actually no, it's not 2 sets of 3s. It's actually 5 sets of 3s. That was my mistake. So it's 5 sets of 3s inside. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 5. That's 3. That's 5 sets of 3s. Just like that. All right. Now to finish this off, or not to finish this off, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going up to the left next. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. And then 3 blocks horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And so on top of the middle block, these 3 here. On top, place 2 blocks on the up. That's 1, 2. And then for the left block of the 3 here, underneath it, place 1 block. So that's 1. And then mark the bottom block that we just placed. So it should look like this. And basically, it should be in contact with the left block of the 4 there I had to just create in the previous part. So it should look like this. Alright, still got a lot of outlining to do for this area specifically. So, yeah, pay close attention. Alright, so next we're going to go over to the 8 sets of 2s, I think. I'm going to do the arrow. We're going to keep going from the outlining here. Alright, from here, we're going to be placing 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. And then 3 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to be placing 3 sets of 3s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 3. That's 3 sets of 3s. And then place 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then another 3 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 sets of 2s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And then 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. And then 2 blocks going up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the left. That's 1, 2. And it's on top of the left block of these 2, I should say. Place 3 blocks on top. 1, 2, 3. Should look like that. Alright. Now from the bottom block of the 3, on the left side, we're going to be placing, I want to say 6. Yeah, 6 blocks to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should look like this. Alright, from the top block of the 3 here, I just create on top of the left block, so those 2 blocks there. From here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And it should make contact with the bottom block of those 3 blocks there. There's other 3, I should say. Or should I say to the 3 sets of 3s. So in total, that's 4 sets of 3s if you count the bottom one that we just created. So it should look like this. Alright, let's go back to these 2 blocks here I just placed. It's not too far from where we left off here. The left block, we're going to be placing, a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going to be placing 14 blocks going down to the left. That's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 14, I meant to say, not 15. There we go. I miscounted there. Alright. That's 14. That's 14, not 15. Alright, now place 2 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going down to the right. That's 1. And then 2 blocks going diagonal down to the left. That's 1 and 2. And then place 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 4 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the left to finish this off. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And it should make in contact with the extra block that's hanging out from the top of those 3 blocks there. So it should look like this. Alright, let's go back to the first block that's going diagonal from the 2 blocks going diagonal here. I just placed. From here, we're going to be placing 3 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 3 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go ahead. I think I'm going to go ahead and repeat this exact pattern right here I just highlighted. Actually, no. You can just place 2 blocks going down to the left. Never mind. So it's 1, 2, just like that. Alright. It should be in contact with those 3 blocks there. So it should look like that. Alright. Alright, let's go back to the 6 blocks I had you placed there, going horizontal to the left from the bottom block of the 3 there. Alright. From there, we're going to be placing 2 sets of 2s, going horizontal on the upper levels to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. And place 3 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1, 2, and 3. That's 2 blocks. And then place 2 sets of 2s going up to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. That's 2 sets of 2s. Alright, for the bottom set, first set basically, we're going to be placing 5 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to be placing 4 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 blocks going on to the left. That's 1, 2. And to finish this off, place 1 block going on to the left. That's 1. And it should make contact with the top block of the 5 there. I had you place earlier, so it should look like this. All right. Now for the 2 sets of 2s here, I'm gonna go back to the top block here. We're gonna be placing 1 block going up to the left. That's 1. Now with the place of the black concrete. All right. Now place 4 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 to finish this off, and it should look like this. It should be in contact with the bottom block of the 5 there, so it should look like this. Alright, let's go back to these 2 blocks that are hanging out from the bottom block of these 5 here. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It's right above here, basically. Alright, it's like right above these 4 that we just placed. So from here, we're going to be placing 4 sets of 2s, going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 4. That's 4 sets of 2s. And then 2 blocks going diagonal up, down to the left, I meant to say. 1 and 2. 2 blocks. And then 2 blocks going diagonal up to the left. That's 1 and 2. Making contact with the middle block of the 3 there, of the second set of the 5 sets of 3s there. So it should look like this. That's what it should have been in contact with. Alright. So now we can go ahead and go over to the right. And we're going to work on this little final part here. We're going to go over to the bottom block of the 6 here. It shouldn't be too hard to find. It's like diagonally upwards from there. Alright. From the bottom block, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going down to the right. That's 1, 2. And then 3 blocks going diagonal down to the right. That's 1, 2, and 3. That's 3 blocks. And then 2 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 1, 2. And then place, what is this, 6 blocks? Yeah, 6 blocks going horizontal on the lower level to the right. That's 6 blocks, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And to finish this off, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going horizontal on the upper level to the right. That's 1, 2. I'm going to fly back a bit so you can see that it should be looking like this. It should be making contact with the second block that's going diagonal, by the way, from the 4th block of the 5 blocks there. So it should look like this. All right. So now all we got to do is do the black circle in this area here. So all we got to do is just switch to the placement block. Now the placement block, we're going to go over to the left block of the 6 here. We're going to go over to the second block. On top of the second block, with the placement block, 1 block, that's 1. Now switch to the black concrete song on top. We're going to be placing 4 blocks to the right. On song on top of it, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should look like this. Alright, from the left block of the 4, we're going to be placing 2 blocks going horizontal upper level to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 2 blocks lying diagonal up to the left. That's 1 and 2. And then 2 blocks lying up to the left. That's 1, 2. And then 4 blocks lying up to the left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then place 2 blocks going up to the right. That's 1, 2. And then 1 block going up to the right. That's 1. And then, what is this, 6 blocks? Yeah, 6 blocks going horizontal upper level to the right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 blocks. And then place 2 blocks going diagonal down to right. That's 1 and 2. And then 2 blocks going down to right. That's 1, 2. And then 5 blocks going down to right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, I think it's 4 blocks. Yeah, it's 4 blocks. Or no, it's 5. Alright. It's 5 blocks going down. Alright. Now place 2 blocks going down to the left. That's 1, 2. And to finish this off, there's 1 block going down to the left. That's 1. It should be in contact with the right block of the 4 there. The height you just create. And it should look like this. Everything should be looking exactly like this so far now. Oh boy. Yeah, alright. So, we're going to do a filling in process. This is going to be the filling in process for a while. Because there's not really anything else to fill in with the black concrete. Other than these just 3 blocks. These three empty spaces here. So, we're going to start. We're obviously just going to stick with the black concrete for this. And with the black concrete, you're going to fill in that small empty space, this empty space, this empty space, and this entire empty space here on the right side. So basically, these 2 empty spaces, basically all 4 of these empty spaces here get filled in with black concrete. So go ahead and do that now. And when you're done filling it all in, it should look like this. Now I did forget something that we're gonna go ahead and quickly do. So let's go over to these 2 sets of 2s here. I had you place. It's like in the top left corner, I should say, of this entire thing we were just working on. So let's go over to these 2 sets of 2s. It's like right next to these 6 here that are going horizontal. So let's go over to the second set here. From here, to finish this off, we're going to be placing 5 sets of 2s going horizontal on the lower level to the left. That's 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and 1, 2, 5. That's 5 sets of 2s. And to finish this off, place 1 block going down to the left. That's 1. And it should look like this. It should be in contact with the middle block of those 3 blocks there. Of the third set. Basically the center. Basically very, very center there. Alright. So now that you've done that, we're going to go ahead and pause here and continue on. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and get out the snow block. Or it's in here. And we can go ahead and fill that little empty space there with the snow block real quickly. Go ahead and do that now. It's very, very tiny, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, go ahead and do that now. And you can go ahead and put it away for right now. And we're going to go ahead and pause here and continue my Blastoise pixel art tutorial series in the next part. I think this might take like 4 parts or something. I don't know. This might as well take 4 parts. Not gonna lie, but yeah, I definitely do think it will take 4 parts, just because he's definitely more detailed than Greninja for me. Like he's not as good looking as Greninja for me, but he's got more detail to it. You know, if you know what I mean. He's not as tall. He's like about half Greninja's size, about 180 blocks tall, and it's not that tall. He's really not that tall. It's just one of those pixel arts I kind of wanted to make. You know, I was kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna make a smaller pixel art. I'm not gonna make it 200 blocks tall or something. I'm not gonna make it 200 blocks tall. I was just like that back when I made this. I didn't want it to be too tall, but yeah. Now I'm starting to make massive pixel arts. I'm gonna try to make massive pixel arts. From now on, I'll probably just try to make every one of my pixel arts just like up above 256. But at the same time, I don't want that to happen. I don't want my pixel arts to be above all my pixel arts to be above 256. I want to be able to play on older versions too. I want my pixel arts to be able to be looking at and the older versions too, like 1.12.2. That's what I usually play on. That's what I play on 1.12.2. Oh, by the way, you can go ahead and get rid of the center block, but we don't need it anymore. I'll do that next part. All right. So, before I start making start filming the third part, I'll get rid of that. So, yeah, make sure you just get rid of it. You don't need it anymore. You don't need it anymore. So, yeah, part 3. We'll finish most of the outlining, and that's my plan for part 3 is to finish most of the outlining, and then for the last part, I'll just have some of the outlining to the left, and then do the colors right after that, which will take 4 parts definitely. This is not taking 3 parts. I don't think so, anyways. So yeah, this was part 2 of Blastoise. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Part 2 of Greninja might end up being tomorrow. I don't know. It really depends on if I have time or not, because it's pretty late. So yeah, remember to eat your greens, stay healthy, stay hydrated. You guys know the job by now, and peace.